Everybody, this is Jade. Thank you so much for all the feedback you all gave me about wanting to do more Facebook Live. And I saw what you have posted. Hi, Jasmine. I saw all the things you all posted, and it seems like teeth, digestion, and skin are huge. So I'm going to start with teeth. And this is partly from Chinese medicine and other energetic traditions. So, with teeth, every tooth is related to a meridian, an organ system, and an endocrine gland. And I'm just going to tune into um, whatever it needs, whatever you guys need. So, I'm going to just tune into all the teeth problems you may have starting in the back. So, all the back teeth, the molars, are related to the element fire. So, back tooth issues associated with not having enough energy, everything related to the fire element meridians, the heart, pericardium, triple burner, small intestine. So, here we go for the back teeth. Whew. And I think the endocrine, the part of the endocrine system that it's related to is the pituitary. So all of you with tooth problems, and by the way, and this is not to be selling you something, but I did make an MP3 on teeth and gum for my Magical Unicorn Intensive with Jeanette Blackard. And you can check that out in realrawyou.com/magic. And we had our first meeting just a day ago. So if you still want to join, I'm sure you still can, and we will give you the replay. And you can have a lot of good stuff that we both created for you guys. So that's the back teeth. Let's see, just a little more for the enamel, the pulp of the teeth, the inside, the nerve endings, the trigeminal nerve and whatever nerve, and then the pH of the mouth that supports your teeth, the health of your teeth and mouth, and then the digestion that supports it. So teeth, digestion, and skin are highly related. So I'm going to do that for you. Hi, Gerard. Hi, Constance. Hi, Janet. Hi, Addie. Diana. Wow, welcome, everybody. Oh. So all parts of the teeth. Let's see, besides the enamel, it's the inside of the teeth that we need more healing energy, especially if you have fillings already, so the inside needs some serious healing. Oh. Still sending energy to your teeth. Oh. So now that we have worked on the, if you have no teeth, is it still the same? If you have no teeth, you still get the healing for the different meridian systems. Hi, Lorraine. So I just did the teeth that's related to the fire element. Now I'm going to do the teeth here that's related to, hi Layla, related to the earth element meridians. That would be your stomach and spleen. So it's up here and here. And just from the health of your teeth, then you know which organ systems, which meridians, and which endocrine gland require some attention. Okay, Sue, thanks for writing in. I see what you're writing. Yeah, so I'm working on stomach, spleen, meridian as it relates to the teeth here. And if you are missing any of the teeth here, the premolars, it's okay because the energy will still go heal those meridians and organ systems that are related to it. Wow. Yeah. So the teeth that are related to the stomach and spleen meridian, they're also associated with an endocrine gland, and the endocrine gland that it's associated with is thyroid and parathyroid. So I'm going to work on that aspect of the teeth, the thyroid and parathyroid glands that are related to the, I guess it would be like the premolar. Yeah, I don't know what to name those teeth. No, yeah, that's right, premolar. And now we're going to go to the teeth. Teeth number 4, 5, 12, 13, 18, 19, 31, and 30 that are related to the metal element meridians, the long and large intestine, and the endocrine gland it's related to is, I think it's the thymus. Let me look at my notes. Yeah, it's the thymus gland. So, still working on teeth. Everybody who just joined, welcome. So we get the teeth that's related to the fire element, metal element. We're now on fire element, earth element, and now we're on the metal element teeth. Okay, Sue, sending your healing energy for your eyes and whatever else is going on with your body right now. And now we're going to move to the teeth that are related to the wood element, which is your liver and gallbladder. Yeah. And they're also related to the pituitary gland. and sending healing energy to all parts of the teeth, all parts of and now we're going to work on the teeth, the front teeth that's related to the element water, water meridian, so kidney, gallbladder, no, kidney and bladder, not gallbladder. That gallbladder was the wood element we just did. And the endocrine gland that it's related to is the adrenals. So here we go. So some of you may not have teeth problems. Hi, Mary. Even if you don't have teeth problems, these two teeth that are related to the water element, you still get healing on the water element meridians, the kidney meridian, the bladder meridian, and of course it's associated with the adrenals, as you know. So just about everyone needs a little bit of something. Hi, Mary. A little bit of extra something for your adrenals. So if the teeth don't need it, let me just send healing energy to the adrenals. Oh. So that was teeth and gums, and let me send healing energy to the gums for healing. Oh. And of course, energize the right bacteria for the mouth, right? So if you have the right bacteria and not the bad kind, then you're less prone to cavities. And sending healing energy and frequencies to receding gums and receding gum line, and dissolving plaque and whatever the culprit is that keeps the gums from being healthy. So too many things to name, but here we go. So releasing all the issues that you may have with your gum and teeth. Hi, Joanna. Hello and welcome. Hi, Pam. Hello and welcome. So we have been working on all the teeth. And gums. That was a quick run of energy for the teeth and gum for those of you who requested that. And then another big request that I saw was skin and skin issues. And so what I know about skin issues, the emotional issue behind it, right? I know it's highly related to digestion and digestive issues, which means emotions that you are not yet able to process for whatever reason. Hi, Kim. So it's releasing all the emotional issues that you have problems digesting. So digestion, physical digestion, skin problems, and emotions are highly correlated. And as you all know, our digestive system, the whole enteric nervous system. Oh, thank you, Lumi. The whole enteric nervous system has cellular memory of everything we've been through in life. It holds especially traumatic memories. Or it doesn't even have to be trauma like being beaten up or a car accident. It could be internalizing negative beliefs, especially internalizing the criticism and judgment from other people around you. And I find that, like, for men who have skin problems, you have internalized a lot of the projections and criticism about being men. And then for women, you still have adult acne and adult skin problems. You are internalizing all the misogynistic attitudes about women that someone around you has been projecting towards you almost like your whole life. So it's like projections, judgments that are literally in your face from someone in your life. So it's the chronic and constant wear and tear of your sense of who you are. So it's attacking who you are. It's literally in your face, so it shows up in your face. And we're going to bring harmony to whatever relationship that is creating these issues for some of you with skin problems. So it's not all internal, but it's like how you internalize what isn't even you. So, and it's easy to say, so don't internalize criticism anymore, but I get that if it's someone close to you, that is really hard to do, isn't it? Or if it's a parent who's constantly criticizing you, that is a hard issue to deal with. So releasing any and all underlying issues. Okay, Joanna. Yeah. Oh. So for those of you who have issues with skin, we're releasing any and all projections from other people, judgments from other people, any and all subconscious issues, any unfinished business with anyone around you who's critical of you. Let's release all that. Okay, Joanne, sending you energy to your heart and heart meridian. Oh. And anyone on this call dealing with anxiety, let's send loving energy to your nervous system now and to your heart. Oh. Kim, we are working on that. Yeah, I'm working on the digestive issues related to skin problems. So I'm working on both together. Yeah. So another thing about skin issues is that you're forced to receive a lot of criticism. So that can be like constant chronic issues at work where someone is just so in your face about saying things that are hurtful or painful that you literally have a hard time digesting, and you shouldn't, and you should just send it all back to the sender with consciousness attached. And any and all criticism from anyone, there's no such thing as constructive criticism. And even the so-called feedback sometimes people give that is not kind, you can just release that in all the ways you have internalized judgment, criticism, misogynistic stuff, and even like for the men who have skin issues, there's also a lot of anti-male attitudes that are going on, and that isn't okay either, because I know that you're all very loving and sensitive people. It's not all men that are jerks, right? It's a few that make all men look bad, and then it's the kind and sensitive ones who get hurt by all this because responsibility is often displaced. So those who are unable to accept responsibility, like the narcissist, they displace that onto other people, to the victims or to anyone in this circle. And that is why so many men also are suffering from digestive issues and suddenly have skin problems and adult acne and all that, And for all those men, I just want to clear all that for you and restore for everyone this healthy, harmonious relationship that men and women could have, and that we are having it. We are having and creating harmonious relationship between the feminine and masculine within. When there's balance between the feminine and masculine within each of us, then in the culture there's a balance. And that balance is different for everyone, right? Because masculinity, femininity, male, female is not a binary, it's not either or, it's a spectrum. So I want to respect however you embody that spectrum of male and female. Yeah. And isn't it amazing that now we can embody these energies in a way that are true for us, and that are true for each and every one of us. And so, relating to digestive issues and the biome, we're going to release some more of all the yucky, emotional, traumatic stuff that's going on that sensitive people tend to internalize. And then the not so sensitive people are so good at displacing responsibility that some of us end up carrying an extra load of stuff. And if that's you, let's unload from you. Whew. And even if you don't have digestive problems, you can ask the energy that's being sent to work on whatever needs to be worked on. So if you have joint pain, you can send it to your joints. But I'm still working on the collective digestive system. And for whatever reason, this moment in our collective history reminds me of this documentary I saw about the healer, the miracle worker, Bruno Groening, who lived, and at the same time that Hitler was in power. And I saw this clipping of Bruno, which is German for brother. Bruno was working on so many people, so many Germans who were afraid to speak up, and just about every single person that he was working on had stomach issues, whether it's constipation or stomach pain. Yeah. So internalizing what's going on in a greater world. Let's release that so that we can stand in our power and be able to make a different choice that goes beyond mass consciousness. And none of you are victims of mass consciousness. I want you to know that. And none of you are victims of any political system or anything out there. What's out there is just a subconscious part of us that requires healing that's being played out right now. And so we can see it as a part of ourselves that's asking for healing. And when you sit in awareness that you can heal this, not in the outside world, you can heal within you, then you're no longer a victim to the mass consciousness. And I just remember that part of the documentary on the miracle healer Bruno Groening's life, and how during that time, so many Germans were suffering, mostly from digestive problems. And I get how emotionally involved they were, how they internalized everything that was going on to a point where they cannot do anything about it. And sadly enough, Bruno himself died of gastric cancer. Constance, um, that documentary I saw from one of Bruno Groening's groups when I was in Seattle, and it was in Seattle University. But I know if you Google Bruno Groening, and I hope I spell his name right, I'm going to go see. So I put that in the chat box. If I spell that right, but someone can definitely Google and double check on my spelling. Yeah. So we know it's history repeating itself in a different continent in a different way. So all of you who are reacting to what's going on, let's take back your energies. And breathe out everything that is not you. And know that you are so much greater than anything out there, right? So if you come into your heart and really allow your God presence to be present, your Goddess presence to be present, and be present with that part of you and really embody that part of you, aren't you bigger than every problem that's out there? Yeah. So another aspect to digestive issues is it always goes back to somewhere in childhood where the love and the caring that we were longing for was a little absent. So receiving who you are, what love, what kindness, what respect, and what a deep reverence for the being that you are, for the sacredness of you and your life. If any of that is out of line, we're going to release that. So releasing the energy of receiving and receiving you that's not in alignment with loving you, caring for you, having a deep respect for your life, for the sacredness of your being, and anything that is not in alignment with having a deep sense of reverence for you and your life. We're going to release that. And so for any of you here that's actually having chronic issues, I want you to become totally congruent, consciously, subconsciously, mentally, emotionally, physically. I want all parts of you to be congruent with. I choose to live and thrive. So all of you who are here now, just say that for a moment to yourself or say it out loud. I choose to live and thrive. And any part of you that's not congruent with that, we're going to release all the subconscious issues that are not congruent with you choosing to live and thrive. And it doesn't matter what contributed to you not wanting to be here. It only matters is that now you make this choice. Choose to live and thrive. And as you become so much more congruent with choosing to live and thrive, your body's chemistry changes. And in the simplest way, Thank you for asking a question, Constance. In the simplest way, it's going to choose to have the perfect pH that supports you. It's going to choose a body posture that allows energy to go through your system with much more ease. It's going to choose for you, obviously, a healthier digestive system that supports you, that's going to be able to absorb all the micronutrients and nutrients from food that totally supports you. Whereas before, when you made a different choice, when you were not congruent with choosing to live and thrive, your body did different things because it was always listening to you. Do you get that? It's always listening to you. So I'm going to spend, especially a few of you who have chronic issues, realigning your energy, your being, your whole universe. Let your whole universe, your whole being, every cell in your body come into deep, deep, deep congruence with choosing to live and thrive. And I don't care about belief systems. That's not what the word belief here is about. It's a choice. Choosing to live and thrive. Yeah. And it just feels like this is changing a lot in some of your worlds. And some of you have internalized so much of what's going on out there that you forget you. So choose to live and thrive and see how pain conditions disappear. See what messages from your body you no longer need. So anywhere where you're in pain, see some of it just be replaced with comfort and ease. Because when you choose to live and thrive, your body makes different chemicals that support you. Besides creating more of the happy hormones, it creates an entire field of energy that supports life itself. Yes, choose to live and thrive. It's a courageous choice. Despite what you're all going through, right? It's a courageous choice, but it's a choice that allows all chronic conditions to suddenly take a break because they know that they're no longer supporting you to live and thrive. And they are getting the message that they no longer belong in this powerful energy field where you choose to live and thrive. Yeah, thank you, Sue. Thank you, Lumi. Yeah, so all the chronic conditions, whether it's chronic issues with your lungs or what infections, what sinus problems, or what aches and pains, arthritis, digestive issues, anything and everything chronic fatigue, we're going to just release all those issues, however they would wire in your nervous system, because chronic issues have a way of deeply wired. So now connecting to the part of you that's wiring in all those chronic conditions, and we're going to just dissolve however that's been wired and replace it with wiring for joy and for life and for aliveness in your life. Whew. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you have chronic depression, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, arthritis, any and all chronic digestive problems, sinus problems, congestions. We're going to release all that. And we're going to stimulate for you the one of the 10 whatever nerves, the vagus nerve, 10 cranial nerves. And the vagus nerve is the biggest one. It's responsible for anti-inflammation. It's also responsible for so many processes related to life itself, like blood pressure and pulse rate in your breathing and your respiration rate and so many things. So we're going to connect to all branches of the vagus nerve and just energize that. And to help release all inflammatory issues in your system. And to help it to regulate blood pressure, regulate so many things that it regulates. Have a respiration rate, pulse rate that is right for your body so that you are calmer and at ease in the world. Calm and at ease. And be an instrument of peace and healing in the world. Whew. And now we're going to awaken all the parts of you that remember joy so that you are flooded with good hormones. All the parts of you that remember happiness. All the parts of you that remember what a precious being you are and what a powerful being you are. And now aligning the energy of you and the energy of your universe with the energies of peace, joy, vitality, and embodying a presence, a deep, deep, deep presence that really allows you to have this amazing connection with your own body so that you are in constant, conscious communication with your body. When you are in conscious communication with your body, it heals so much, not just your body, but all aspects of your life, because the deep wisdom you're able to delve into will heal you. And you know how that works for you because you are all amazingly gifted healers. You are your own master healer. And so, so all your auras, connecting your energies and your aura to the energy of the cosmos and allowing it to feel your energy, your aura, the universe of you, with all that's healing for you, with anything that brightens and expands your aura and your universe and your whole world of possibilities, and open up your heart. And really invite and be one with your goddess presence, your God presence. No separation between you and the God presence that is you, the goddess presence that is you. From this space, how much can you heal? So much, right? beyond words. How much can you do? Infinite. The answer is just so infinite. Who you can be, what you can do, what you can create and generate in life is infinite. So step into this infinite space. Embody it. It's within you, right? So embody it, connect to it, play with it, allow that to be the reality of you. Yeah. And I feel this beautiful, expansive energy filling all of your auras and energies right now. And you can all spend more time in this precious space. So I'm going to end this session for today because it feels like you're all in this really blissful space of embodiment, of presence, of joy. Thank you for being here. And namaste, everyone.